Hey there, in this video we're looking at describing bivariate relationships. So in other videos we looked at the two variables, and in this one we're looking at describing the association between them, whether or not it's positive and negative, so its direction, its form and its strength. By the end of this you should be able to use the appropriate language to describe those relationships. So you can look at a graph and then decide what relationship it has. Okay, so when we look at those associations, we're looking for correlation, or if there is an association or correlation. So the three things is direction. So we've got positive and negative. So if we have a look at the diagram here, these three diagrams here are all positive direction. So that's the direction there. So you've got three that are being positive. The form is whether or not it's linear, so linear being a straight line and non-linear being a non-straight line. Simple, straightforward. And then the strength is whether or not it's strong, so this is where it looks like you could sit there with a ruler and actually draw them dot to dot. A moderate is when they're kind of scattered and close around it, and then a weak one is when it's like a really wide distribution, so it's like you gotta kind of gotta squint to see the linear pattern. So you've got positive, so we're going, in this case, I'm going to draw it because it's a bit hard because I'm being flipped in your video. That's always positive, and this is always a negative. What's happening is, as you increase the independent variable, you're also increasing the dependent variable. That's a positive relationship. Whereas in a negative one, you increase the independent, you decrease the dependent variable. So a good example of this is increase the temperature, you increase the ice cream sales. In this case here, you increase the temperature, the amount of snow decreases. See? Okay, so there you go. Perfect linear, linear positive and negative. And then if it just looks like a bunch of smarties have just fallen out all over the graph, it means that there's no relationship or no association. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'll come back up here and I'll give you a chance to pause the video and copy down these graphs if you like to do so. All right, and those ones, cool beans. So let's describe the association in scatter plots. So if I have a look here, remember I'm looking for those three things. I'm looking for direction, form, and strength. So I have a look. My graph is going, I can see that there is a direction which is down, so this is a negative graph. The form, it looks pretty straight to me. If I got like a straight line, I'm going to try and draw one really poorly. Yeah, I can kind of fit one over there, so it's linear. And it's not quite it's not perfect, it's not quite strong, it's moderate. So it's kind of spread around, but you can still see a pretty clear line. So this is a moderate association. Cool. And if we have a look at this graph here though, the average number of hours studied each week and the height of someone, so we can already kind of tell, like, just from our own experiences, that there might not be a relationship. And we can see it does. It's got that smarty arrangement. So someone's just gone and thrown them across the table and there's no pattern. That's no association in that scatter plot. So what you're going to do now is have a look at these questions here. There's your textbook directory, so where they are in the textbook. If you'd like, you can pause the video and have a go at question 5 and 6. Righto. And there's question 8 for you. So pause again. And question 10 down the bottom here. So that's combining the skills that you've learnt this week. So you're going to take a scatter plot, construct it, and then decide whether or not there is an association using direction, form, and strength to describe the association between the two variables. All right. Thanks, everyone. Stay awesome. Bye.